Alright, so right here we have a radiator which is going to be going into my 1967 Ford F250. This thing I got from a guy. He said it's got a couple leaks, so I'm just going to show you all the way which I have devised to check where those leaks are. First thing that we need is a radiator pump. You know, you can find these for testing cooling systems. I actually have this one. It's a snap-on unit. You can rent these things from any kind of parts store though. Next up, you need a couple plugs to plug off where your hoses go. These are just expanding rubber plugs that people use for boats and whatnot. You just plug those off and then put some pressure to it. Alright, so I pressured this thing up to 3 psi. You don't need much, and I'm already seeing where the leaks are. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water here. Mind you, I've already marked where the leaks are on this. And here we are. You can see the leaks there. At the very least, the ones that are up here. There's a little tiny leak right here. Kind of hard to, you're not going to be able to see it on this camera from the looks of it. But these ones, pretty dang obvious. So, I'm going to see if I can't get this cleaned up and get this fixed. So I got this radiator sitting up here, ready to start fixing some of the leaks. I already did a little bit to it just to make sure that I could, make sure my process was going to work. And thus far, it's worked fairly well. I did have to kind of resituate how it's at, just to, try to make things easier. So I'm going to put all my stuff on and get the torch lit up, show you how it's done. Alright, so I got my aught tip here. By aught tip, I mean, Victor style aught tip. And, you could use just regular MAP gas, propane torch probably for this kind of stuff. I'm just very familiar with how the oxyacetylene works, so that's what I'm using here. So with this, you kind of want to just barely heat it up. Remember, you're soldering this. You're not trying to weld it. You're not trying to braze it. Solder works at a very low temperature. I forget what the temperature is, but it only has to get up to around 350, I think. So I'm also partially trying to melt some, or get some of this water out. Alright, there's one hole fixed up. Let's see if I can kind of get some of this other stuff. Now, unlike, brazing or welding, you want to kind of keep your torch real far away from this, because you're just barely trying to heat it up. Heat it up a little bit to where it'll melt the solder, then you touch the solder to it. And once it's hot enough, the solder will just flow. You don't have to keep constant heat on it like you do with welding. Now keep in mind, this isn't the proper solder for the job. It's just what I have lying around, but it's working fairly well. Alright, that's a couple spots fixed up. Let's go pressure test this. And always remember, A before O, or up you go, even when you're turning it off. So I've fixed up a couple of the leaks here. I'm waiting on some epoxy to cure right now, because there's one leak that solder wasn't going to fix. So now I'm going through with this little tool here, Radiator Fin Comb, just trying to clean up, straighten up some of these fins, because as you can see right here, there's quite a few that are jacked up, old used radiator. So it's pretty dang simple. With this one, it's a 12. I'm guessing that's 12 teeth per inch, or whatever. However that actually comes out to be, whatever the measurement is. It's not too bad to use. This is my first time using it. Just bought this thing today. You just go through and work your way in, straighten these fins out. Just like so. It's as simple as that. So after a little bit of soldering, and frankly, a couple places got some epoxy, because certain places where there were some leaks, you ain't getting any solder into it. But after all that, I got this thing pretty much leak free. I'm gonna do a long-term test after my, epoxy finishes curing, and then, go from there. Install it in the truck and get to work on the engine. Hope y'all enjoyed.